Test miles, like NASCAR, but with one right turn. Testmiles.com.
Thanks for being part of the Automotive Nation. For more fun facts about cars, find us on Facebook, Twitter, and at our Test Miles website.
The 1977 Triumph Limited Edition Silver Jubilee T140V was made to commemorate the Queen Elizabeth's 25 years on the throne. There was only 2,400 made.
Oh, wow. Queen Elizabeth and a motorcycle just fits together like chalk and cheese. All right, this week I've been driving the brand new Mercedes-Benz GLS SUV, activated braking system, adaptive cruise control, seats 7 passengers, and is all refreshed up the front and up the back, LED headlights, hood bulges. They call them power bulges. I just like to drive something that has a power bulge. It has multiple different engines, including a 3-liter V6 diesel, which I think is fabulous. Between 255 horsepower and 449 horsepower, 9-speed automatic transmission. It has this 4MATIC and Airmatic system. So 4MATIC all-wheel drive and Airmatic is their air suspension. That makes you, and we talked about numb bum syndrome. This thing really is a comfortable ride. What does it go up against? The Volvo Q7, the Audi Q7, Volvo XC90, Acura's MDX, and Land Rover's LR4. Has lots of different trim levels, including the AMG version. I will tell you that the interior colors are outstanding, but the diesel starts at $67,000 and the AMG version goes up to $127,000. So you have to have a little money in the bank if you want to buy this car. However, I think it is the cream of the crop. It's probably the most exciting vehicle. It replaces the GL, the GLS from Mercedes-Benz. That was a fun drive in Colorado. We're with the guys from Latus. They're here, Jason and Aaron. Let's talk a little bit to you, Jason, about the Triumph side of the business. Triumph, of course, classic motorcycle car, a motorcycle company, but not as well known as a lot of the American brands. And they've had some years when they've been at the top of the heap and some years where we just didn't know what happened.
Indeed, indeed. So Triumph was created in 1902, a year prior to Harley-Davidson, and they ran continuously through about 1983 when they ran into some financial hardship. They were purchased by a bloke named John Bloor, and he's continued. He kind of did like a very slow trickle of production, and then went full bore into the United States.
So they're producing lots more bikes now. What does a Triumph motorcycle say? What is it? If you want to buy a Triumph, what kind of riders buy Triumph? So we know the Harley kind of rider, but what's the Triumph kind of rider?
There's a really broad range. There's different categories of Triumphs as well. But we have adventure touring bikes, we have cruisers, modern classics, which will retain that really classic style that most people would know about a Triumph. And there's also roadsters and super sports. We were actually the race team, national race team for Triumph for 4 years.
And speaking of the race team, we actually wanted to congratulate our latest motors team for getting 2 first-place finishes in the season opener.
Yeah. I noticed that about their dealership. You guys just do a lot more than sell bikes. I mean, you have events, you have things going on almost every weekend. Jen was even telling me that on Mother's Day you're doing tattoos or something. Yeah,
we've got a tattoo truck. If you want to come get a I Love My Mom tattoo, we'll be there for that.
And I will pay for anybody's Test Miles tattoos as long as it covers your whole body.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. So you do a lot for the motorcycle community, and including, as well as selling bikes, you have all these events, but now servicing your Harleys and your Triumphs too. You can bring them down. You guys take care of them as well.
Yes.
And a big service department, accessory department.
Oh yeah, and not only can they help you fix your bike, but they can also teach you what you can do for yourself. We actually have a roadside repair seminar that we're going to be doing at the dealership Saturday on the 30th to just kind of help you understand what you should bring with you and what you should know when you're on the road and you find yourself in a situation where maybe you instead of waiting for a passerby with a wrench, you can take care of the situation yourself and get back on the road.
Excellent. Now, the last question for you before we get to Ryan and what he tested this week. So you guys, we're talking amongst yourselves with that 25-inch inseam that I have. And Jason, you came up with the idea that there was a Triumph that you felt that met my needs.
Oh, absolutely. The Bonneville.
I mean, a very classic bike, right, Bonneville, been around for a long time, and you think that would fit me very well?
Indeed.
And it looks like it has the long seat that goes all the way from the tank all the way to the back. So
Yes, they call it an ironing board seat, but it's more comfortable than an ironing board.
my backside will be nice and pressed. Ryan, what have you been testing this week?
Well, I've been testing out Griot's Garage Fine Surface Prep Mitt, and I love it. It's actually about the best new clay bar mitt that I've seen on the market so far.
So what's it used for?
It's a clay bar, so instead of using an actual bar of clay, it's a clay mitt. So it's going to take all the contaminants off your car, any kind of dirt inside of the scratches and stuff like that before you put your compound and wax on there. It's going to help get all that dirt off.
And you can get them from Griot's. How much are they?
They're $49.99 on griotsgarage.com.
And you can use them multiple times, though, right?
Yeah, multiple times. It says on the packaging you can use it up to 70 times.
Thanks for Aaron and Jason from Team Laters. You can find them. Just head down 205. You won't miss that giant American flag. And, of course, they're at the Gladstone exit. Thanks, guys, for coming in. I'm going to make a date. We'll come down. We'll play motorcycles for a day with you guys. I want to also thank the rest of the team, John Vincent for being here, Brad, and also Dan from Tiger SUV. So anytime anyone come in and ride some bikes,
Come and see us.
I can't wait. You've got loads of events, too. I might be taking part in that tattoo event, too, if everybody else will join me. We're online 24/7 at testmiles.com. Love you guys. We'll be back next week. I'm Nick Miles.